To enter Norwescon, you start from the button on the home page, which will take you to a page something like this one, where you need to log in. Please use the same email address you registered for the convention with. In this case, I registered with my Gmail address and have chosen to use Google to authenticate my login. So let's see what we get. And I use Authenticator. I've got multi-factor, so I need to go ahead and say okay. And there I am. I am logged in. And the next thing that you see the first time you come is your attendee card. This is going to be pre-filled for you by Norwescon with your badge name, your quote-unquote professional title, which is your membership type, the organization of Norwescon, and then you can put in the city and the country you're going to need to put in yourself. You need to put at least 3 characters in each of those boxes, and if you'd like to, you can do what I did, which is to add your pronouns after your name. Please do not make any changes to anything else other than adding your pronouns and modifying your city and your country. Continue. Okay, so then you have a choice of enabling your camera and your microphone or joining without a camera and microphone if you are on a computer. If you are not on a computer, we recommend that unless you do want to interact at tables and force your device into desktop mode, that you download the app from the App Store or from Google Play. The app is simply called AirMeet and it'll have the little graphic in it. I'm going to enable my camera and mic. All right, there we are. I'm going to adjust a little bit. And I'm actually looking at my other screen, so pardon me while I turn this way and click the button to enter the menu. And here we are. I have made it to reception, which is the first page that you will see when you enter Norwescon. This is in the upcoming schedule version, so we're losing a little bit of landscape at the top, but pretty much this is what you will see when you arrive. Here is where you can click on Guidebook. Guidebook is the schedule that contains all of the content for all of Norwescon, including the panels and events that are on the AirMeet stages, where we'll go shortly. Make sure you check this out so you don't miss the art show reception, scheduled games, art in action, meetups, movie nights that are not actually on the AirMeet stages. Guidebook is also where you're going to find some of the panels available for replay after the event. So if you miss a panel you really wanted to see, check back here with Guidebook and see if we posted a link to the video of the panel. The videos are only going to be available during the convention, so don't wait until the weekend is done to go back and see if we have something. Guidebook is available on Android and Apple. You can also look at the information in the web browser here if you just want to keep that tab open as you're going through things. The benefits to adding the app is that you can set reminders on your phone. The next link down will open in a new tab. When it's there, it's the program book, pretty pictures, good information, nice art. I highly recommend you check it out. Virtual Convention Tour, which is what you are currently on. Thank you for joining me. How to get help will open up a new tab that will let you do live chat with the help desk if you get stuck or something's not working the way you expect it to. Art Show opens the Art Show tab of our website where you can see the full list of artists, some of which will also have booths in the arena. Dealers, full list of dealers, contact information. Some of these people also have booths in the arena. Clubs, information about club tables, local organizations, bid parties, some booths in the arena. And finally, the code of conduct, which is how to interact appropriately with others while here with us at Norwescon. There's also this little AirMeet walkthrough where you can watch another video of AirMeet and how to interaction, but it doesn't have all the Norwescon pretty branding on it. And then finally, there's a little help widget here where you can find some topic-specific help from AirMeet. But without further ado, let's go ahead and move to sessions, and we can look at how you will interact and attend an event that is taking place on one of the stages. Here on the Sessions tab, I'm going to review the sessions in progress, find the one I wish to attend, and click Join Session. Okay, if the session hosts and panelists are backstage waiting to start the event, you'll see this "Please wait for the host to start the session" message. So let's do a little tour while we're waiting. Up here at the top, you have the whole convention menu items. So this is the feed for the entire convention for chat. This is all of the people at the convention. These are any convention-wide alerts or announcements. And up here you see my avatar and AirMeet profile information. A yellow dot will always means that there's something there that you haven't seen yet. So if there's a yellow dot in the feed, that means there are chat messages in the global feed you haven't seen. If there's a yellow dot in people, that means that somebody has sent you a direct message that you have not yet seen. And then in alerts, if there's a yellow dot there, that means that there is a convention-wide announcement to read. Once the session begins, we'll go over the other area of the page, which is the in-session menu down here, currently set on conversations and chat. So here we are. The session has started, and you can see that there is chat across the top. You can turn on closed captioning here at the bottom. This is also where you will turn it off. If you want to ask a question during the stage, you can go ahead and raise your hand, and then the host would accept it and invite you on stage. So that is what you would do. If the host doesn't accept the request, then it just hangs out. So the other thing here is reactions, where you can go ahead and enter in like little emojis, so like thumbs up or give it a little heart. You can change your bandwidth using the link here. I usually change it to low definition because I have teenagers. There's also the option for audio only mode or light mode, which is what you are in when you are on a phone. If you want to talk in the general session, you are on chat and you just say hello or whatever. It posts up here. If there is a question and answer section, you want to ask a question of the panelists, you click Q&A, and then you would post a question. And that's just a question there. There's a little yellow thing saying I posted a chat. There's a Q&A, and then there may or may not be a poll. So there's only a poll here if somebody in the session set it up for you. If there are Q&As, you can upvote them. So if somebody else has posted a question, you have that question too. Instead of posting it again down here, go ahead and upvote the question. I've already covered the yellow dot, and that's what a session looks like when you are in it. To leave a session, you just use the little arrow up here at the top, or to leave the event as a whole, you click on your avatar and then you click exit here in red. For right now, we're going to simply leave the session and go back to the overview of sessions. Okay, so here we are back in sessions where it's defaults to all sessions and you can filter by tags. In this particular example event, we only have a few: hosts, panelists, and help desk. You can toggle between the days by clicking these little days here. And you can search on a portion of the title. You can't search on people's names in the search, but you can search on the title. So if you spell train wrong, it doesn't get any results. If you say training, you get 8 of 9 sessions. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. You also can filter by status. So all sessions, sessions that are live, sessions that are upcoming, or sessions that are completed. And if you add something to your schedule, so like if I wanted to add this upcoming session to my schedule, then it'll show up here when I toggle over to my schedule. So here it is, I've added it to my schedule. So after the sessions, the next area that I want to cover is the lounge and also the arena. But I will be back because I'm going to sign into a different AirMeet to demonstrate that. Next up on our tour of Norwescon is the lounge area. The social lounge area is where you can find a table and connect with other attendees. So if you have a group of friends that you're attending with, you can pull up a seat at a table here in the lounge and chat, either voice or video or text chat. You can also share your screen. We may be adding more tables as the event goes on, and the scroll bar for scrolling through tables is here on the right-hand side. The menu feed here is normal, just for regular things, and then to sit at a table, you just click either take a seat or you click a specific chair. You're not going to be able to tell right now because right now I've seated myself at this table and it says waiting for others to join. However, there is no one else with me yet, so you don't see anything. Whenever you take a seat at a table, you will join and your camera and your microphone will default to off, even if there are already people there. Then you will need to turn them on. For pictures and a walkthrough of this process, please do go to the Norwescon wiki. So if you go to norwescon.org and find the help pages, there's a link to the wiki there, and in the attendee guide, you'll be able to see a nice overview of what a table looks like and your different menu options there. But this is the lounge, and to leave a table, you click leave. Unfortunately, the lounge tables won't work if you're on the Android or Apple application on your phone. They only work in desktop mode. But I'm very excited to talk about the next piece, which is the arena, which does work in both the Android and the Apple app. So go to the arena, and here you have a wonderful plethora of booths. So a booth is a collection of tables gathered together by a topic. In this case, you can see right at the top, we've got the help and information in the upper left corner. We have information about the Philip K. Dick Award, the green room for panelists, performers, and GMs, presidential suite. Special events has a couple of things for general special events, and then games. In each area, you will be able to find people who are ready to sit down and talk at a table with you live. And there are a whole bunch of booths here. Let me just scroll down a little bit and then scroll up, which means that you're going to want to take advantage of the tags. We're going to work on these tags a little bit before we go live on Wednesday to maybe clean them up a little bit. You can also search for part of a title. If you look at this, I put in music, and here we have a number of options. If you don't type the word correctly, it's not going to give you any results. this is an exact text match. So if you're doing a search, you need to use exact text match. But let's go ahead and enter the booth for Norwescon help and information. For technical assistance, please visit norwescon.org/help. You'll find an embedded chat widget there, which will get whoever's online to give you some assistance. Inside of each booth, there will be a number of different things you can interact with. Right now this says request sent, but before I clicked it for another demo, it said submit interest or indicate your interest, and that put the email address that I used on a list for the booth owner later. There are the tags that apply here. There are external resources, so there'll be links and things, the list of the description, and any social media connection that the booth owner has set up. If you scroll down a little bit here, you can see that there are a number of tables. There's help desk and info table and exhibitor services and registration. They say they're going to be there from noon to midnight. I'm not sure what day that is, but like any other table, you just take a seat and chat with whoever's there. If you have asked for help and you're within AirMeet, you may get somebody asking you to come meet them at the help desk table in the help and information booth. So what you would do is you would navigate to the arena, and then you would click on this booth and enter it and take a seat at the table. I'm going to click join so you can see what it looks like. So it's going to say it wants me to enable camera and mic because I said no when I logged in. And then I need to say allow. And again. And eventually it's going to take. And then I will have enabled my camera and mic, and it makes you test it. So whenever you sit down, you test. So you join the table, but then when you sit down, it's going to be off again. So you turn it back on. And you may notice that you don't see me sitting here at the table. That's because I am actually right now a co-owner of this booth, so I'm here in the corner. So don't be dismayed if you come to meet somebody at a booth like a help person, or maybe a dealer or an artist or a musician, and you don't actually see them sitting at the table. Take a look in the corner, and if there's an icon there, that means there's somebody at the table waiting to talk to you. I hope that this tour has been helpful, and we're really excited to have an excellent time this upcoming Norwescon 43 2021 in an all virtual environment.